Hello and welcome to From Davetta's Kitchen to Yours via From Tada Internet Cooking Network. I have the rare pleasure of introducing my daughter Kendra, and she's going to cook one of her signature dishes for us. So, sweetie, it's all yours. So tell me, what are you getting ready to fix again, Dria?
I just like to saute Italian green beans. Real simple. Olive oil, sea salt, kosher salt, crushed pepper, and I love using fresh garlic.
Dria, I'm going to be your sous chef today, so you tell me what it is that I need to do so I can help you with this
I'm
dish.
going to pour the olive oil in. You don't really need that much.
Okay, so you're going to let it come up to room temperature?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fantastic. It's always a good idea to move the olive oil around in your saute pan so that when you put your green beans in, they won't burn. Now, what's the next step, sweetie?
I like to put some of the garlic in it first.
Okay. And tell me something, what is your stove on? I mean, low heat, high heat, what?
Low heat, because you don't want the oil to pop off at you, and it burns kind of fast, especially the garlic. So the next thing I do, once I start getting it to brown, I just add the green beans. And you can add any kind of green beans. I just prefer Italian green beans.
Okay. So which is better for you, fresh or frozen?
Either or.
Okay, so you're going to get the same results from each one, right? Okay,
yeah.
fantastic.
I just mix it around.
Oh, sweetie, it smells absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to taste them. And as soon as we compose the whole meal together, I have a little surprise for you. Okay?
Then I get like a pinch of the sea salt.
Okay.
You can add however much you want. I like mine with a lot.
And here's pepper for you.
Add some pepper.
Wow. Okay, do you want the spoon back?
It doesn't take too long to fix this, or, it doesn't take too long. I like to get them like where they're browning. But it normally doesn't take green beans that long to cook.
But you still want to leave the rich flavor in there and the color, right? Okay, fantastic. While Dria is finishing up her green beans, or her Bama beans, I'm going to show you how to cook a pineapple salsa, and I have a beautiful piece of salmon that I'm going to sear off, and it's going to go great with that. So the only thing that you will need is cilantro, red onions, and of course just diced pineapples. And basically you can go to your grocery store and get any type of pineapples that you want, whether they're crushed, diced, or you can pretty much dice them up yourself. Now this is a really easy recipe to do. I'm going to add my green onions in here and my cilantro. And again, any type of salsa you want to make, you can put any ingredients in it. And you can still also put tomatoes in here as well as you want to. Now, this is one of my infused oils that I love to use when I'm doing any type of my salsas as well as my salads too. And you can also get this on my website. This is my orange infused oil. I am just going to drizzle a little bit on there. Before I put the infused oil on here, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this up just like that. And I'm going to add the orange infused olive oil here. I just want a nice little drizzle, just like that. Now, you can also add a little citrus here if you want to. I'm just going to mix that up and put it in the refrigerator until I'm finished with my salmon. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, I am going to show you how to sear off a perfect piece of salmon. You can go to your grocery store if you like, or any fish market, and have them cut it. And make sure that the fish is fresh, because you can always tell, you know, if it's not fresh, either by the smell or just by the look or the color of your fish. Now, one of the first things I like to do, because I love to cook with butter and olive oil, I just feel that it gives it a little bit more flavor. Dria, if you could please put a little olive oil in there while I'm swirling the butter around. Just a little more, sweetheart. Okay, that's great. So right now the only thing I'm doing is I'm intermixing the olive oil with the butter. And the only thing you need to do when you're cooking salmon, go ahead and get whatever seasoning you want. Now this is my special blend, my seafood blend that you can also get on my website. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over here on the salmon, just like that. Now, that's really all you need. And Dria, I want you to lay the salmon down in the pot for me, because see, you see the smoke and everything coming up? So it's just ready to sear this salmon. Go ahead and lay it down, skin side up, in the center of the skillet, yeah. Wow. Now, I wanted to get a little sear on the skin. Now I'm getting ready to flip it over. So the only thing I'm going to do is flip it. Hot back, Dria. Just like that. And now, take a look at the skin, and you see it's got a nice little sear on it right there. So I'm just going to press it down just a little bit and bring the butter into it. And we're going to finish cooking it off in the oven. But I'm going to leave it like that for a few minutes, and when I turn it back over, you can see a beautifully perfect seared piece of salmon. Okay, now that I've seared the top and the bottom of the salmon, I'm going to put it in the oven for a few minutes. Look how beautiful that sear is. So this is only going to take a few more minutes for it. Now we have finally finished this wonderful dish, my daughter's Bama green beans, as you can see. Look at how beautiful the salmon turned out. It's a lovely color, and this is the kind of color that you would be looking for right here. And I've topped it off with the pineapple salsa, and also I did a sweet potato. Now Dria, come on, I want you to try it and tell me what you think. Get a little of the sweet potato cake too. Look how pretty that salmon is. Just take a look at that. Okay. Now you got to taste it with the sweet potato cake, and also get a little of the salsa in there too. I've got to get all of it. I've got to try your green beans too. Oh, baby, this is so good. Thank you so much for sharing this. Again, this is Devetta. Bon appetit.